If you're looking for the best mechanical keyboard, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we have included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Corsair K95 RGB Platinum. The best mechanical keyboard just so happens to be the best gaming keyboard. There's just something about the Corsair K95 RGB Platinum that we can't get enough of. At its core, the K95 RGB Platinum features either Cherry MX Speed or Cherry MX Brown switches, linear or tactile, respectively. Both options offer a lengthy reliability guarantee. Although where the MX Brown switches have 2mm of travel, the RGB MX Speed switch can deliver an ultra-fast actuation at just 1.2mm. The former is a great all-around switch, while the latter is best suited to gaming. At a more macro level, you'll also find handy media keys along the top right of this sizable keyboard for quick access to start or pause, forward, backward, and stop commands. There's also a volume wheel and mute button just above. Furthermore, there are 6 programmable macro keys down the left-hand side, programmable via the iQ app for whichever purpose you might dream of. The Corsair K95 RGB Platinum nails the basics of a great mechanical keyboard while also being brilliant at gaming. If you don't want to spend too long deciding on your next board, this is the one for you. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Ducky One 2 RGB TKL. Despite using Cherry MX switches just like the majority of candidates here, the Ducky One 2 RGB has the smoothest cherry stabilizers I've ever felt right out of the box. When you have to hit the spacebar between every word, this little detail has a tremendous impact on your typing comfort. Stabilizers aside, the keycaps are as good as they get for a stock board. The Ducky One 2 RGB comes with PBT plastic keycaps and double-shot legends, both the most durable types in their respective categories. This matters because it means the keycaps will last for years and the print on them won't fade away. And with the best mechanical keyboards designed to endure, that's important. Ducky also includes an extra set of colorful keycaps for the escape, space, and control keys. Try swapping to them on a rainy day. There's just one minor caveat behind it all. Although it has a metal backplate, the Ducky One 2 RGB is sadly encased in a plastic chassis. A fully metal case, or even just a metal front plate, would have driven up its cost. And at $125, this keyboard hits a real sweet spot with great features and performance for the price. The number 3 position is held by Filco Majestouch 2. The Majestouch 2 is to typing as water is to thirst. They both represent the most straightforward solutions to an underlying problem, and they're both equally bland. It's boring, but it's still one of the best mechanical keyboards for pure typing. Even against the next most boring keyboard on this list, the Filco Majestouch 2 seems lifeless in comparison. It doesn't have any fancy features to boast of, nor does it have a unique trick. Customization is limited to picking your preferred Cherry MX switch from a roster of black, brown, blue, and red. What you see here is what you get. This simplicity, however, also explains its popularity. As it turns out, some people love no-frills keyboards. Filco simply stuffed 104 Cherry MX switches into a durable chassis and sold it at $139, establishing the Majestouch 2 as a fantastic starter board or as a dependable backup. With that said, the Majestouch 2's monotony may be a bit too mundane for even the strictest of typists, and its lack of backlighting can work against it in a dimly lit room. Some users have also complained that the key legends fade too quickly. Next at number 4 we have Das Keyboard for Professional. Productivity doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. Those who want a bit more style and a few more features from an otherwise down-to-earth keyboard can opt for the Das Keyboard for Professional. Das keyboard devices have been floating around the best mechanical keyboard list for ages and for good reason. Stylistically speaking, the DAS keyboard for professionals strikes a delicate balance between professional and flashy. Its weighty metal front plate helps with both function and form, planting the keyboard firmly on your desk while keeping it looking sharp. Where other keyboards use small volume rollers, the DAS includes a large tactile volume knob decorated with eye-catching red chrome accents. But aesthetics aren't what put DAS on this list. Performance did. Designed for typists first, the DAS only comes with either the clicky Cherry MX Blue or the tactile Cherry MX Brown, two of the most popular switches for typing. Cherry MX Brown is especially favored as a superb all-around switch for typing and gaming thanks to its silent actuation and tactile bump. You get all those goodies for $169, but don't expect premium keycaps, backlights, or stable elevator feet. The elevator feet are especially irritating since they don't grip as well as they should. Otherwise, the DAS Keyboard 4 blends essential features and excellent tapping performance into a stylish package. The number 5 position is held by Fujitsu Realforce R2 RGB. Fujitsu is one of the few manufacturers with a catalog of top-pre keyboards. We picked the Realforce R2 RGB to represent one of the best tapping switches around. Revered by ardent keyboard fans as the ultimate typing switch, the top-pre switch rarely appears in gaming keyboards due to its high cost. To please all kinds of gamers and typists, the Realforce R2 RGB can toggle between 1.5mm, 2mm, and 3mm actuation distances, the first for fast-paced gaming and the latter two for tapping and general use. Fujitsu even reserved a key to cycle through them on the fly. Moreover, you can individually set the actuation distance for every key through the optional driver software. Aside from bright RGB backlights, the Realforce R2 has excellent ABS keycaps with double-shot legends. The keycaps are paired with Cherry MX stems instead of top-pre stems, a vital feature for keycap swapping. Fortunately, top-pre's prestige and novelty have a matching price tag. You would be hard-pressed to find a top-pre keyboard for under $200. The Fujitsu Realforce R2 RGB costs $250 plus, and that still won't net you a metal case or braided cables. For die-hard fans, that's a fair price to pay for their favorite switch. Everyone else should try it in person before swiping their credit card. The number 6 position is dominated by Logitech Pro X. The Logitech G Pro X is a reimagining of the original G Pro 10 keyless design. Virtually nothing has changed here, with a small exception that you can now swap key switches. Logitech has fully embraced hot swappable PCB designs, allowing you to change the types of switches you use on their keyboard with relative ease. Because of their general uniformity, you can use just about any aftermarket key switch you'd like on the G Pro X. However, due to small differences in switch manufacturing sizes, it's recommended that you use Logitech switches, which are offered in linear, tactile, and clicky varieties to avoid any compatibility issues. The Pro X is the first time we've seen this feature outside of the DIY market for mechanical keyboards and is undoubtedly a welcome and exciting way to shake things up with a tried and tested design. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Patriot Viper V765. Patriot memory is known more for its RAM and storage than its peripherals, but the Viper V765 provides a key feel that's second to none in an attractive, affordable package, especially for the feature set. It's been a while, but Patriot Viper V765 is still the best gaming keyboard for most. It's one of the rare keyboards to come with the Kali box white switches, which actuate faster than regular blue or green switches thanks to their slightly reduced travel. The keys are the most responsive we've tested and even make a more pleasant click sound than you'll find elsewhere. The awesome switches alone make the Viper V765 worth buying, but it's also a great looking peripheral. The full-size keyboard has an aluminum top surface with tapered edges that make it look like a metallic spaceship. The vibrant RGB keys offer dozens of different light combinations along with the ability to create your own color patterns, and you don't even need to install the software in order to use most of the RGB effects. You also get media keys, which are often reserved for pricier keyboards, and the IP56 water and dust resistance. The number 8 position is held by Cooler Master CK552. Some of the best gaming keyboards come with a hefty price tag. If you're not willing to break the piggy bank for a keyboard, the Cooler Master CK552 is for you. You get a full-size keyboard with an aluminum top plate, which is often reserved for pricey keyboards and points to welcome longevity. The CK552 also comes with multiple switch options. Available with Gateron brand linear, clicky, or tactile switches, you should enjoy a great mechanical experience even if the finicky may find it not as stable or premium as other mechanical switch brands like Cherry MX. When it came to gaming, the Gateron Red switches we tested occasionally resulted in mispresses, and that's an issue with typing too. But the CK552 also has up to 4 profiles of onboard memory and on-the-fly macro recording, plus per key RGB to make up for any feelings of subpar when it comes to gaming. Cooler Master CK552 can also work with Cooler Master Portal software, although that's not as advanced as competitor peripheral software. Next at number 9 we have Corsair K70 RGB TKL. The Corsair K70 RGB TKL is expensive overall, but still offers a lot for the price. Its TKL build saves space but still feels strong and resistant to damage. The Corsair also decks you out with the dedicated media keys, plus the ability to change RGB effects without having to download any software. We enjoyed both typing and gaming on the K70 TKL with great thanks due to the double-shot PBT keycaps. Not only did they fight off smudges, but they also fought off sweat, so it never missed a beat in-game. You even get bonus keycaps for more style and fun, although when it came to typing, an adjustment period was needed for how close the keys are to each other. Interestingly, the K70 RGB TKL has its own multi-threaded SoC, allowing it to hit an 8000 Hz polling rate, 8 times the polling rate of each of the other keyboards on this page, but even with an AMD Ryzen 5950X CPU, we didn't notice the difference. More helpful were the bounty of onboard profiles and advanced tournament-style feature set and responsiveness of this TKL. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Razer BlackWidow V3 Pro. If you want the same experience as your typical full-size mechanical gaming keyboard but just want to cut the cord, the Razer BlackWidow V3 Pro is the best wireless gaming keyboard for you. While some wireless keyboards are built for traveling, the BlackWidow V3 Pro offers all the size, bulk, and functionality of a full-size mechanical, including a tactile and premium volume dial, additional media keys, an aluminum top plate, and double-shot ABS plastic keycaps. Razer didn't skimp on this gaming keyboard, packing it up with 4 profiles of onboard memory and vibrant per-key RGB lighting. However, RGB doesn't stick to profiles, so advanced RGB fanatics will have to rely on software for pairing RGB, including custom effects to profiles. During testing, we had no issues with Razer's dongle connection, and you can also pair with the keyboard with up to 3 computers via Bluetooth. With RGB at max settings and no dimming effects, our BlackWidow V3 Pro test unit averaged about 14 hours, but you can get up to 25 hours with RGB using power saving settings. You will want to plug it in by the time battery life hits 3%, as power saving settings kick in at that point and make the keyboard act a little wonky. If you're looking for a more portable full-sized wireless gaming keyboard, the Logitech G915 Lightspeed is fantastic and reliable with low-profile switches that some will enjoy for gaming and others will enjoy for travel. But for more of your typical mechanical gaming keyboard experience, the BlackWidow V3 Pro is a premium choice. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.